do 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 do. Faking the energy because I got the flu. And let's just be honest with each other. I feel like crap. But welcome to the Opie Radio podcast. Hope everyone is doing okay. I'm not. I'm down and out. I'm trying to muscle through. Ron, the waiter, who should be joining us any minute now. He's the one motivating me. I'm like, yo, bitch, I'm going to take a few days off. I don't feel good. Now it's my throat. But he's like, come on, man. You know, as soon as you start doing it, you'll get the adrenaline and you'll be able to get through it. So, okay, fair enough. That's what I'm going to try to do. With that, I want to say good morning to Nick. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Ted Palawada. Good morning, Gail. We haven't done roll call in a while. John Court's down there in Philly. We got Scott Watson up the river. What's up, Scotty boy? How are you, brother? Very happy to hear that Donald J. Trump decided to put World War III on hold. So that was nice of him. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you very much for not starting World War III last night. I'm begging you not to start World War III until the Bills win the Super Bowl. Bitch. Don't ruin our football. Some people are like, you know what, Donald Trump, he only attacks after the stock markets close on Friday afternoon, so he's not going to attack Iran until Friday afternoon late. Well, I'm here to say, and I know he watches every day from the Oval Office, Mr. Trump, I know you're a night bird. I know you get up early. Could you not fuck with our NFL playoffs, please? Please. Don't do anything stupid until the NFL playoffs are over. Okay, I would greatly appreciate that. What's up, Andy Vollen? Good morning to you. Good morning, True Crime 420. Good morning, Ope and Squad. It's Jamie Lynn. Happy to catch you live. It's been a while. Hi, Jamie Lynn. Good to see you. Morning, Richie Rich. He asked, who the man? I think Ron is the man because the only reason I'm doing this today is because Ron's like, yeah, suck it up and let's do this. The adrenaline will get you through it. So, Ron, I'm here for you, brother. I'm here for you, man. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good.
Good? You still setting up, I see, huh?
No, hold on. There it is.
All right, you got it, Ron. You got it. Oh, let me turn down the light. Man, this face is not ready for prime time today. I'm turning down the fucking light. That's for sure. But Richie Rich is asking who the man. I'm going to say right off the bat, nice and easy, Trump is the man today because he decided to put World War III on hold. Everyone was just refreshing. Well, don't refresh Twitter for your news. Oh, my God. They had Armageddon started last night. They were way off with the news on the Twitter yesterday. But Trump's like Trump saw something and decided to back off. So that's good. That's good for now, right? What's green in Greenland? The money.
Yeah. First of all, Greenland. Trump used the cover for Venezuela. It was narcotics and fentanyl. Had nothing to do with that. It was about the oil. 100%. Right. It's the largest oil reserve in the world, right off the shores of America.
Right.
What was the question now?
Ron, what happened? You don't have early Alzheimer's, do you? You don't have some of that early Alzheimer's.
It's a sign of a genius. It's a sign of a genius when you forget quickly because there's a lot going on.
First of all, and I want to make some of this stuff quick because we got a lot to do today. We never get to our stuff.
Oh, you're talking about Iran,
I just want to say about Venezuela. Trump didn't think that one through because their oil down there is very, very dirty and their infrastructure stinks. So the big oil men that came to the White House and said that Trump smelled like rotten roast beef. I didn't say it, so don't get mad at me. One of the oil reps said that. But the oil guys that know this business, they're like, you know how much money it's going to take for us to go to Venezuela and clean up their dirty oil? We don't have the time. We don't have the investments. We don't have the patience for that. So now Trump's like, man, what the hell? I did all this for you. I did it for you. And you don't want the dirty Venezuelan oil. But let's move on, Ron. You don't even have to comment about that because that's older news. You were asking about Greenland. So back to you.
Oh, that's what it was. Greenland. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all. I need one word from you, and you get me back on track.
I know, Ron. I don't even know if I'm not even going to remember doing this because my throat hurts.
Are you hopped up on the Sudafed?
I mean, I took a little something to sleep last night. Honestly, what I do is I take one Benadryl. I took one Benadryl, knocked me down a little bit. So I'm a little groggy. My face is still leaking. My throat now hurts, but I don't think I'm getting worse.
Did you say Benadryl? Did you say you took Benadryl?
I take a Benadryl every once in a while. Why?
Dude, you know how, later on they say, oh, that actually wasn't good for you?
Yeah.
Actually, Benadryl is one of the things they actually tell you to stop taking.
Right.
It's 100%. Like, dude, I took Benadryl religiously. I was given Benadryl religiously as a child.
Right.
It just came out. It's been recommended. Stop taking Benadryl. It's harmful for you. It turns out it's actually, it doesn't work.
I might take 3 a year. My generation, which is kind of your generation, you know what we fucking did growing up? Our parents are just smoking as they're giving birth to you. And then they're driving us to school with a cloud of exhaust all around us. They're telling us that Captain Crunch and Fruity Pebbles was good for you.
Shoving castor oil down your fucking throat, thinking that was the cure.
No, Ron. I mean, I had a pretty fucked up upbringing, but I love being friends with you because I realized that my life was Leave It to Beaver compared to yours. I was a Norman Rockwell family compared to yours. No one was shoving castor oil down my throat.
I had bronchitis as a child because both my parents were chain smokers.
Oh, my God.
And I had spent my childhood in my father's barn. In the suburbs, I spent my childhood there, and then after school, I would go there if I wasn't playing football or baseball. Right. And everyone smoked. I had fucking big-time bronchitis as a kid because both my father smoked 3 packs of Lucky Stripes unfiltered a day, and my mother was going through at least a pack of Marlboro Red 100s a day.
Oh, that rules.
Ta-da! But that's when cigarettes were healthy for you.
I hear you. So I want to keep you on track today. Greenland. We're still
By the way, so the analogy I'm making is the cover was drugs for Venezuela. It wasn't. The cover for Greenland is it's being overrun by the Chinese and Russians.
Right.
So we as the NATO supreme country, we have the right to take Greenland to secure NATO. Meanwhile, Greenland is a NATO country because it's part of Denmark. So what do you want to do? You're going to attack NATO? As soon as he does one little military thing on Greenland, NATO dissolves. Yeah. And in the back of my mind, I feel like Putin's pulling all the strings. This is literally Putin's playbook. He wants to get rid of the UN. He wants to get rid of NATO. Putin hated USA aid. That's gone.
I think Putin is the true leader of I was going to say the free world. No, I think Putin is the true leader of the world. I really believe Putin's
Putin's greatest threat is NATO. Without NATO, he can do what he wants.
Right.
Donald Trump is about to attack a NATO country. Every NATO country said, if that happens, NATO dissolves immediately.
Right.
It's pure chaos.
And
by the way, not only
and we lose our allies.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's all gone. And there are 2 people pulling the strings for Donald Trump, 100%, and one of them is Vladimir Putin. Right. And the other one is Stephen Miller. This is all. Stephen Miller said, who's going to stop us?
Wait, the space cowboys pulling the strings?
Stephen Miller, the little Nazi guy, the bald Nazi.
The guy that sang "Fly Like an Eagle." That was a great song.
Shut up! You know what I'm talking
Miller's
about.
Into politics. That's wild.
All right.
Wild, Ron. Wow. Wild.
Someone who's not feeling well. Well, look at that, cracking the jokes.
But the eyes are open. You know, I had a dream about my beautiful blue eyes last night. I went to bed thinking Trump was going to start World War III. And then, look, I know that how stupid this is to say, but my only dream I could remember last night was that somebody was complimenting me on my beautiful blue eyes. I know that's stupid. Trust me.
You're a narcissist.
What?
You're a narcissist.
No, I'm not, Ron.
Meanwhile, yesterday your eyes were leaking like you had Ebola.
Yeah, my face is still leaking. Can I just say something about this flu thing? Like in the winter, I try to stay away from. Well, I know I should have got the shot. You're all right, Ron. You stop giving me. Stop. Stop.
I'm trying to give you fucking medical advice. I'm trying to save your life.
Look, see Scott Watson behind blue eyes. Look, he knows. What's your favorite song about eyes? What's your favorite song about eyes, Ron? Give me one real fast.
These eyes.
Oh, these eyes.
That may be the best one.
These eyes.
By the way, who sings it? What's the band?
I want to go with the Guess Who.
Yeah, I think it is the Guess Who. Yes, it's the Guess Who. Look at you.
Well, why are you asking me if you didn't know the answer?
I sang the song. I knew the answer. These eyes.
I don't know. Andy Vaughn's got one. Baby's got blue eyes.
Black Eyed Peas.
That's a band.
Oh, wait a minute. Dude, the guy from the Black Eyed Peas, I think he just died in Massachusetts.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. The guy from the Black Eyed Peas, like the guy who produced the album or whatever. Yeah. He was found dead in his house in Massachusetts, only 50 years old. That was in the news yesterday.
All right, that sucks. But we were talking about songs about eyes, and Scott Watson has Eye of the Tiger. All right, listen to me. Really fast, though. Like in the winter, I'm fully aware that's when everyone gets sick with the flu and stuff. So I try to stay away from the people out there. I try. I feel like I'm pretty isolated, 500 feet in the sky here in New York City. I drop my kids off at school, and then I try to avoid human beings in the winter. If you want to know the truth, I really try. And I still got sick. I'm like, what the F? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And then I said, what hope do we have, Ron? And it's a big story today. I'm learning there's something that they think is called the space flu. If people are getting sick on the International Space Station, what hope do we have down here on stupid Earth? NASA had to get 11 astronauts home because of a medical, emergency or something? Basically, they said, I thought it was 11.
No, it's just 4 in the capsule. There's only 4 up there, dude. There was a couple Americans. There was 2 Americans. I think a Russian and a Chinese. Or I don't know, not a Chinese, but
I got my headline wrong. I got NASA brings 11 astronauts home early due to mystery health issue that they're saying space flu ? So if they brought those 4 people home, who's up there right now? Do they replace them?
I don't have those details, but yeah, they're not saying what the illness is. They say it's unprecedented.
Yeah.
They say it was a medical, but yeah. Oh, wait, you think someone got sick up there? Is that even possible?
That's what I'm talking about. If I would assume it's impossible. If you go to the International Space Station and you're completely healthy, how the fuck are you getting sick up there?
First of all, they quarantine you before you go up, too.
Yeah.
And you have all your shots. Believe me, you're not going up there because if you infect the entire crew, right?
Right.
So,
all right, this guy sitting.
By the way, do you know what I thought it was?
What?
So there's 4 men and 1 woman. I honestly, one of my thoughts was, dude, someone got her pregnant. That's not unheard of. Sex in space, human nature. I honestly said, "Oh man, I wonder if she's pregnant."
God, Ron, you know what?
I swear to God.
I'm going to tell you something because I was dreaming with my eyes open, meaning like when I woke up this morning, I'm like, "Wow, imagine getting sick on the International Space Station." I'm thinking, how cool would it be to fucking start puking everywhere and your puke is just floating around? But I never thought that the one thing cooler than puking in space would be having sex in space. I'm thinking puking would be the coolest thing you could do at the International Space Station. Because, I mean, I was leaning into like liquid diarrhea, but then I'm thinking that everyone's going to look at you like, why are you taking off your space suit to take a crap? You're weird. But at least puking, you can't help yourself because if you're sick, you're sick.
The fact they're saying it's kind of unprecedented and they're not specifying what the issue is. I don't know. If she's pregnant, but I don't know. Why would all of them have to go? By the way, they said it was a medical emergency or issue with one, but they all four left. Well, I don't know how it works.
We don't need to know all that, Ron. We don't need to know.
No, but by the way, maybe you don't need a human on the International Space Station all the time.
No,
I'm sure it's self-automated.
But you nailed it. It's way more interesting that your thought is that someone got pregnant up there. That's badass.
But listen, if they're floating and having sex, how does that? Is it like does it look like that? Like how does that work?
I don't know, man.
Floating gravity. Hold on. What if she's a squirter? And
the push. You're pushing, and you're not getting any. I guess you got to find.
They're not horizontal. They're probably vertical. Yeah. They're probably vertical, having sex like this. Oh, I walk like an Egyptian. Bengals.
You certainly got to find a wall at that point up there, right, Ron? All right, listen. Cindy said.
Can I just finish what we were saying about Greenland?
Yeah, but let me finish this. There's still 4 up there. Look at the chat. So there's still 4 up there, is what Cindy's saying. So all right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we still got people up there at the internet. That thing isn't just flying out of control right now. All right.
They landed this morning.
Huh?
I watched it live this morning because I was up at like 4. Actually at 4 this morning. I saw them land.
In other space news, is it true that we're going to be landing people on the moon very soon? When is that happening? Is that happening this year?
They're already taking reservation. I don't know. Someone's coupling with NASA. They're straight up building hotels on the moon.
We should have done that a million years ago. A million. You want to make money. You got hotels on the fucking moon, and you got all these rich people that don't know what to do with their money because they don't want to help their fellow human beings out. At least get them to spend their money staying on the moon at a fancy hotel. That would rule. They
already have it's happening because it's almost sold out. That's the crazy part. It's almost sold out. So it's NASA. I don't know if they're using the boosters from either Elon Musk or who's the other, Jeff Bezos. Right. They're all partying together with a hotel, and it's not that far away. They think it's only like 8 years away.
Wow, get the hell out of here. They always say that shit. We'll never see it in our lifetime. Really fast, back to Cindy. What makes you think they're having sex? I want to get the chat more involved. We haven't really involved our people in a while. I'll tell you what makes me think they're having sex. We're guys. We're guys, so our minds always go there. Yeah, we think they were having sex, and Ron's point is one of them got knocked up.
I think so.
Rule.
I think so. And they talk about, I've seen I've watched I'm a big fucking science nerd. I love the science stuff. So I watch all this stuff. Right. And NASA, they have to cover every scenario because there's no help out there.
Yeah.
They cover all of dude, they actually give you a black pill to take so you could be deceased instantly because they can't predict what could happen to you. The unknown. So one of the things they predict is human nature, and they actually think, yes, this is a possibility of there's going to be sex and there could be pregnancies. It's all factored in. Yeah. Obviously, they're professionals; they're not supposed to do it, but it's human nature with long fucking, long isolation periods in space. Human nature. We're designed to procreate. Matter of fact, Even if they're not having sex, they're masturbating.
When are you going to do your part?
They're masturbating.
What?
If they're not having sex, they're definitely masturbating. You don't think they masturbate for months at a time? You have to. You have to. It's not good for the head. By the way, by the way, this is true.
You know, we're all human beings. We understand how the body works, and we're all masturbating if we're not getting action.
So they're masturbating in space.
All right,
with their little semen.
Ronnie, babes, we're 20 minutes in, and it's going to be another day we don't get to anything. What's your Greenland point?
I want to say one thing, and this is true.
Greenland?
No, there's a real correlation between not releasing sperm and prostate cancer. We had a good family friend, a very successful psychotherapist, and he, you know, he's a medical. If you're a psychotherapist, you're also a medical doctor, and he got it, and the cause was there's a correlation between not masturbating and prostate cancer.
That's what
I'm telling you. He said you should do it at least once a day.
All right, but YouTube with the medical shit, they get really effing mad. I have heard that. You have heard that. We don't know. We're not doctors. Thank you.
So I know it's not like I'm making that up.
We got to say this shit, Ron, but YouTube, they encourage you to live stream every day, and then they hammer you and find a reason why they have to knock you off this platform. So there you go. All right. What about Greenland real fast?
I'm not getting prostate cancer. So Trump is doing the same cover as Venezuela. He's saying we need Greenland for security. Bullshit, dude. Greenland is fucking filled with those rare earth minerals
and aliens.
There's only like one mineral on Earth that you need to make these fucking AI super chips.
Right.
It's all about these super chip computers, these quantum chip computers, AI computers. You can't make these superconductor chips without these specific rare earth minerals. Greenland has a massive supply. You know who else has the other massive supply?
China.
China has, by the way, that's why they say it's a national security issue, because China has all the minerals for the microchip. So if China said, fuck you, we're not giving you any more minerals, that would be a national security issue.
Yeah, that's why, these stupid idiots down there in Washington saying we got to hold back AI, we got to control AI, we got to put parameters on AI. It's all BS because the rest of the world is not stopping with the AI, and whoever controls AI controls the world.
Yeah. You think, let me ask you something. You think China has controls on their AI development, or Russia, or North Korea, or Iran?
So when these politicians talk about it, I'm like, shut up and fix our health care. Get out of the AI crap, because we have to go full speed ahead and hope that we don't ruin everything. What else? Kiefer Sutherland, Ron. Kiefer Sutherland. Big story.
Hey, hold on. Can you show the video first before we talk about him?
No, I'm not going to show the video first because that would be stupid. You tell the people the story first, and then the video makes way more sense. Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, all right. I mean, if Opie's saying that's how it works, it must work. I mean, you used to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Used to be.
so let me break, dude. I'm
gonna read the story. I wrote it out. It's a quick paragraph. Kiefer Sutherland, 59-year-old Emmy-winning actor, famous for what, Ron?
24.
Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
Was arrested early Monday in Hollywood, after an alleged altercation with a rideshare driver. I think it was Uber, right?
Yes.
LA police responded around 12:15 near Sunset Boulevard and Fairfax. We don't need to know that. To reports of an assault where Sutherland reportedly entered the vehicle, physically assaulted the driver, and made criminal threats, including allegedly threatening to unalive him if he didn't pull over and let him out after repeated requests. The driver, who called 911 and sustained no injuries, needed medical treatment, fled briefly. Sutherland was arrested at the scene on suspicion of felony criminal threats, booked into jail at 4 a.m., released later that day on $50,000 bond, due back in court, blah, blah, blah. He has a history of prior legal issues like multiple DUIs.
Ooh.
So he threatened an Uber. What? But I want more info. What did the Uber driver do that he threatened him? Do you know?
Hold on. I want to say this first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kiefer Sutherland is known for 24, but no. Let me tell you something. I became a Kiefer Sutherland fan. He revolutionized a role. It became a cult classic.
Oh,
what am I talking about?
The Vampires?
The Lost Boys, dude. Dude, that is such a good fucking movie. Right. And he took his character in a different direction. You know, he made his fucking, he gave himself like punk white hair and very stoic. Dude, it's an incredible performance. And is it Corey Haim is in it?
Corey Haim, I think. The Corey, one of the Coreys was in that tour.
The other, dude, he was a big star at the time. Patrick something.
Patrick Swayze.
No.
Pat Duffy.
I don't know if it was Pat Duffy, but whatever, dude. Super amazing cast.
Right.
Great fucking movie.
Right.
Do yourself a favor, watch that movie. But anyways.
All right, thank you, Siskel. Wait, I got to go to this comment. Like I said, I want to get these guys more involved. Yeah. What did the driver say to him? I think the driver said to him, you used to have a huge show. What happened to you? Now you're only live streaming to 12 people.
Listen. Dude, you know what's funny is like, you do a role so long. It's just human nature. It's like a form of brainwashing.
Right.
You start to become that character. You know, when these method actors, it takes them months to get out of the character.
I understand. Are you talking about
the guy's acting like Jack Bauer in the back of a fucking Uber?
Are you talking about Jason Patrick?
Yes, 100%. I'm talking about Jason Patrick.
Bob helped you out, Ron.
By the way, that guy was fucking huge. I don't know whatever happened to him, but
how about you thank Bob? How about you thank Bob? He's been with us for years. Is that a man or
a woman? It's a good-looking woman right there.
That's not a woman.
Really?
No, man.
Honestly, it looks like a woman. She's kind of hot.
Man,
he's hot.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, the Kiefer Sutherland, he's got some issues, I guess. You know, I'm going to say this. I think the driver said something stupid. I think the driver said something stupid. How about that?
Or maybe fucking he didn't want to take him where he wanted to go. Maybe he wanted to go get some girls.
Well, all right. Well, I got my Kiefer Sutherland video that I made years ago. Or do I have it today?
By the way, his father, Donald Sutherland, was just fucking famous for drinking.
Famous.
He was so good in the Dirty Dozen.
I don't know if I got the. I thought I downloaded the Kiefer Sutherland. Oh my god! Oh, Ron, I'm sorry. I do not feel good today. What do you got on Kiefer Sutherland? Let me find this video. I thought I downloaded
All right, listen.
it.
I have two intimate stories involving Kiefer Sutherland.
Intimate.
So this is when I used to work at Gramercy Park.
Okay.
A place called Pete's Tavern.
Okay.
So one night, Kiefer Sutherland comes in by himself. Dude, he's like so petite. These Hollywood guys, they're all like super thin. Bro, he comes in by himself.
Why are you noticing how petite the guy is?
It's just, I guess they look bigger on screen. Dude, he's tiny.
He's tiny. All right.
Comes in by himself, sits at one of the iconic booths across from the bar, sitting in the bar area by himself.
Okay.
I happen to be his waiter. He orders the chicken palm with with garlic mashed potatoes. Very popular dish there.
Oh, that sounds delish.
And a single malt scotch.
Not so much with the scotch.
With 2 cubes. That's how he liked it.
2 cubes.
Long story short,
yeah,
he maybe had 3 bites of his fucking food. Maybe. And one of the bites was a combo because he took a piece of the chicken palm and scooped it into the mash. So I think he counted that as 2 bites. He may have had 2 or 3 bites.
You're a stalker.
I'm his waiter. I got to pay attention to this motherfucker.
You don't need to pay attention.
No, because if he started choking, I'm gonna fucking put my lips on his and give him the Heimlich. Have to make sure he doesn't die on my watch.
Oh, you were hoping, right, Rod? You were hoping he was going to choke on that chicken pie.
I'd fucking Jack Bauer him, baby. No,
I mean, is it like if you do mouth to mouth on a dude, but you think he's like, dying? Is that gay?
Yes, you're under the weather. So he maybe has 2 or 3 bites.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking. I think he had about 8 single malt scotches.
Right.
He stayed, dude, like it's getting near the end.
Yeah.
And I'm still working, and he's like, it's like fucking like 1 a.m. now. And we're getting off, and he's like, hey, where are we going now, guys? Dude, he's 8 scotches in. He's like he's lighting up. He's like, nice. He's in his element. Now he's feeling it, dude. So I'm like, dude, I'm going home, whatever. I'm tired. Yeah. And one of the like old school waitresses at Pete's Tavern, Paula, fucking from a gritty, like low class trailer park town in Pennsylvania. Real skank.
Right.
She's got 20 years in at Pete's Tavern. One of those kids, you come from a fucking coal mining town where your father probably touched you.
We don't know that, Ron. You can't say stuff like that. We don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm joking. No, like, held hands.
We don't know. We don't know.
A rough girl. Definitely rough around the edges, dude.
All right.
Like, he's like, hey, where are we going? After I'm like, dude, I'm out. Like, and her name's Paula.
Yeah.
By the way, she ended up having a stroke. Guess shit, just of her lifestyle. Short, chubby girl.
We don't know if she had a stroke because of her lifestyle, Ron. My whole job now is to keep you from getting us yanked. We have no idea if that's why she had a stroke.
Oh, and she goes, "Oh, Kiefer, come on, let's go." He's like, "Where are we going?" But Paula, who's also getting off the shift, goes, "Yo, let's go. We're going to Patty McGuire's on 3rd Ave, right around the corner, because they're famous for their after hour. Patty McGuire's is open at like 5 a.m.
Right.
It's right on. It's right off of Union Square.
No one cares.
People care.
They don't care. They can go if they want to go to Patty McGuire's next time they come to New York City. They'll Google map it.
So she literally says to us, I'm gonna bang the shit out of this guy. She's like, I'm gonna fuck.
Okay, right, Jesus.
That was her plan. Like, dude, she's a skank. She's like, she's a skanky trailer park girl from Pennsylvania. Let me ask you
something, Ron. So when a woman wants to, get wild, she's a skank. But when guys want to get wild, it's just normal behavior. Why is she a skank for wanting a little action, Ron?
Jesus Christ, what did Gloria Steinem get to you? What are we getting all fucking...
I thought you were a feminist, Ron. Double standards. Women want to bang too, Ron. So when they bang, they're skanks, but when guys do it, there's nothing wrong with it, Ron.
Christ, you want to go on a fucking women's march to Washington?
Yeah, I do. Is that what you want to do? Break out my pink hat.
Why don't you break out your rainbow flag? You lib
Yeah, but don't make me pull out my pink hat with the weird shit on the sides that look like ears.
Why don't you get one of those watermelon flags?
Yeah, I like women, Ron. Do you?
So she goes, I'm bagging this guy. That's how she goes.
I'm not even listening to
you.
you. I'm not even listening. You just made me laugh really hard. Sorry, Ron. Go ahead.
So it's now like 4:30 in the. This is the story she's telling us.
She told you this story,
huh?
She told you this story.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So this is firsthand, dude.
Okay.
And it's around 4:30 in the morning, and he's staying at the W Hotel, which is swanky,
fancy,
right in Union Square, right around the corner. And he's like, "Hey, I'm staying at the W. Help me get home. Like, walk me to the W." He said to Paula,
nice.
He says, "Walk me to the W Hotel."
Okay.
Which is like 4 or 5 blocks away.
Right.
He needs help, dude. And he's not going to find it on his own at that point. There's no way.
Right.
He's like, "Hey, help me get back." And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Dude." And she's in her head, she's like, "I'm going to."
Okay. All right. We get it. She's thinking that it is going to happen.
Dude, and she's like, "Dude, I'm going to like steal some of his clothes." And she was like, she's white trash, bro. She's like, "I'm going to take some souvenirs." I'm not joking. And he gets her to the W. They get in the elevator. They go up to his floor. He opens up the door. He starts to walk in. She starts to walk in behind him. He turns around, puts his arm out, and closes the door in his face. And that he never said a word to her. Put his arm out, closed the door in her face, and Paula goes, "I was just standing there in the hallway. Like, I was like, Kiefer. Like, and nothing." And she goes, "After a few minutes, I just left." She would have done things to him.
All right. Well, that's a great story. That is a great story.
The part where she said she was shocked. She's like, she starts to walk in.
Right.
And he puts his arm out like a stiff arm, like this Heisman, to stop her from entering the threshold, and just slams the door in her face.
That's awesome. Good for Kiefer. She assumed way too much, Ron. There's one problem with your story that I haven't been able to get past either.
Oh, by the way, good tip. He gave me a good tip.
What was the tip?
So,
do you remember?
Dude, he got chicken parm, mashed potatoes, probably 25. Just assume back then, I assume a Scotch. Dude, he's drinking the good stuff.
Okay.
Let's just say it's
what was his bill, Ron?
All right, let's say it's 200.
Okay. What did he leave you?
3. He left me $100 bill tip. I took care of him the whole. Dude, when you're feeding somebody alcohol instead of food, they give you an exaggerated tip. I gave him 8 single malts.
What was this? Was this around Jack Bauer? Was this Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland?
And by the way, he's like, he's calling me by my first name. I'm like, ooh. He's like, Ronnie, hit me again. And every time I come, Ronnie, hit me again. Right. And every time I would do it, and I bring it, and I would take the empty one, he would give me a couple slaps on my thigh, like, good boy. Yeah. Like, I was like, oh my God.
All right. So, but I do have a problem with your story, and I couldn't get past it. And Vincent Scaramuzzo also is on it. Who the F eats chicken parm with mashed potatoes? Pasta side. Fresh pasta side. Dude, chicken parm with mashed potatoes. How fucking full do you want to feel?
Well, here's the deal. When you order a chicken parm, it's fucking massive piece of. When you order a chicken parm at Pete's Tavern, you have the option of what you want with it. It doesn't automatically. I would much rather have garlic mashed potatoes than fucking spaghetti.
God, no. That's
the combo. The combo.
No, the combo has always been chicken parm with spaghetti. Stop trying to mess with it. The Italians figured that out many years ago.
I'm sure by the way, I'm sure the Italians aren't even the ones who fucking invented chicken parm.
They invented chicken parm.
and you think the fucking Spanish invented the tomato? The tomato came from Mexico.
No,
brought to Spain.
No, it came from that volcano area in Italy.
You know who invented crackers? Moses. When we were fleeing the Pharaoh, and we didn't have time for the bread to rise. The Jews invented horrible crackers.
You're impossible to try to get a joke in. The line was black people, but you wouldn't let me get it in there.
Oh, because they call us crackers?
Oh, forget it, Ron. Forget. Let me tell you something. It came up yesterday. People are like, wow, you and Ron are really good together. Wow, you and Ron have really good chemistry. Why are you doing it this way? Why don't you build a studio for you and Ron? And I'm going to answer that person right here.
We need to go.
Because if I saw this guy every day in the same space, I would strangle him. It's safer to do it this way.
Opie, remind everybody if people really are enjoying this and they want us to continue having success.
Yeah,
the way to do it is you have to download the podcast. That's how this industry works. You literally have to download the podcast.
Yeah,
you can listen to this while you're taking a duty.
Yeah. If you want to support the show, even if you watch the whole live stream, just download the audio version on your podcast app, please.
Now listen,
please, I beg you. The YouTube numbers are actually going up nicely, and the podcast numbers are I call it like this. They're going up like this.
Listen, I promise you, no one is I promise you, no one is talking as intelligently and as calmly about politics and current events than us. We are literally on top of it. We're doing it every day. Hey, watch our podcast and then watch the other top podcasters. They're not competing. They're not on our level right now. So here's the deal. Just download the podcast and that will allow us to get into a fucking studio.
I don't want to be in a studio with you. You would drive me nuts.
Well, I want to get out of my basement.
Well, I'm trying to get you out of the basement. Trust me. If we can make some money, you're going to be out of the basement.
Now,
yeah.
Do you want to hear Kiefer?
Am I allowed to play my Kiefer Sutherland video that I sent 20 minutes ago?
Jesus. Well, you couldn't find it.
I found it.
Please.
Gee.
By the way, it's hilarious.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I made this. I made this years ago, and it's worth playing.
Can I ask you why? Why did you even make it years ago?
Because I like making videos.
Oh, okay. It's hilarious.
I'll tell you
really
why.
Good.
Because it's not the first time that Kiefer has been in trouble. He's been in trouble a lot, and the thought at the time was he was doing those commercials for tequila. I forgot what tequila.
Oh,
and
that's
he was very, like, what?
That's right. He was doing tequila commercials. I forgot that.
So he was doing tequila commercials, and the commercials were very classy and gentlemanlike. So I went, aha! If you juxtaposition Kiefer Sutherland with the classy tequila ad, and then you splice in him being a buffoon, there might be something there. So I put this together, and it plays well today, considering what happened with that driver out there in LA. So here it is.
Have a Cuervo.
Why are you? I thought you were my friend.
Have an audience. Have a disagreement. Have an adventure.
Hey, Kiefer, you a pirate, man.
That would explain everything.
I would explain everything.
Just don't have any regrets. Cuervo, have a story.
There you go, Roddy, babe. See?
That guy's a fucking legend. He's a legend.
Yeah.
And apparently, he doesn't even come close to his father.
Right.
Donald Sutherland was like infamous, famous. By the way, Donald Sutherland was a member of the vampire. Donald Sutherland was a member of the Hollywood Vampires. He was such a heavy drinker.
Well, Donald Sutherland did the show.
Really?
Man, he told it. Can I find it real fast? Let me try to find it. Huh?
We need an assistant.
No, well, we need to make money, and then we could start paying people. No problem. I would love to pay people because I'm a one-man machine. Yeah, I don't have it. I got to find it. But Donald Sutherland was in Animal House. Oh my God. He told a story about how much money he made on Animal House, and he decided to take the lump sum instead of having like stock in the movie or something. Oh, I forget the story, but basically he was laughing, saying, if I would have taken the other deal, I would have made millions off that movie. Instead, he made like whatever, a regular salary doing that movie. Oh, I forgot the exact story. I'm sorry. But anyway.
One of my favorite movies with him is it the Clint Eastwood movie, the Army movie where they have to jump behind enemy lines?
I don't know Donald Sutherland.
Oh, the Dirty Dozen. Isn't it the Dirty?
Oh, the Dirty Dozen. Sure.
He was in the Dirty Dozen. Fucking classic.
You know what? It brings up a memory. One of the things my dad liked to do when we were growing up was watch those war movies.
My mother too.
And well, they were on TV a lot when we were growing up, and we only had 3 or 4 channels.
Yeah, that's right.
And my dad would settle in for one of those war movies. Think maybe Dirty Dozen or Bridge over the River Kwai, right? And I would sit down and watch these movies with my dad and bond with him a little bit. But the problem was back then, because you couldn't fast forward shit. Those movies would take like 6 hours. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
It would be like a 2.5 hour movie in a theater, let's say. They would shove so many commercials in this thing. You would literally sit around all day watching one movie.
They would have those. I know exactly what you're talking about. Saturday and Sunday afternoon, they would have like either like Westerns or war movies. By the way, one of my favorite war movies starring Clint Eastwood and Donald Sutherland is Kelly's Heroes.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Eddie Vaughn says that.
Kelly's Heroes, where Donald Sutherland played the wacky tank driver. And Don Rickles was in it.
Right. Let me, Jared. Hey, Jared, we all see you, Jared. We all see you. Talking Donald Sutherland at 7 a.m. These men are on top of current events. Jared, we see you. You're here.
We are, because his fucking son is threatening to kill Uber drivers.
Right. Jared, we see you. I see your hate in the chat. Honestly, our whole crew and the people that are checking this out every morning, we don't give a shit about your dumb hate, Jared. But don't worry, we see you.
Can I tell you my...
Look at this family he has. Cute family, Jared. How about you pay attention to them and not what I'm doing every morning? Who gives a crap what I do every morning? But we see it, Jared. We see your hate, but we don't give 2 shits. Go ahead, Ron.
So I hear now I have a second Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, my God. Now I got to agree with Jared. Too much Sutherland talk. He's right.
Here's my second Kiefer Sutherland Pete's Tavern story, because I'm still working there, right?
Wait, did you save the better story for last? If you didn't, this is going to fall flat, and then I got to agree with Jared.
This is a quick one.
All right.
So there's a big difference between Kiefer Sutherland and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp is actually a successful musician, and when they tour with the Hollywood Vampires, like they sell out. So I don't know if people are aware of that.
I can't allow that. I can't allow that. Johnny Depp is all right. Technically, he's a successful musician, but it's not because of his skills. It's because the women are fucking getting moist and want to see this guy no matter what he does.
Dude, he has to be good enough to. He's playing with Joe Perry. Chris Robinson is the lead singer. The guy from STP, the founding member, the brother, is on it. Johnny Depp's in that band. That's the Hollywood Vampires right now.
All right, and you're saying they're successful, right?
Hollywood Vampires, yes.
Okay, all right. Name one song.
Also, Keanu Reeves.
Hey! Name one song. I'll wait.
From what? The Hollywood Vampire?
Yeah, you said they're so successful. Name one song. You could name 20 Aerosmith songs because that is a successful band. Name one song they did because you're saying they're successful.
Oh, Winona.
All right. Tell your other Kiefer story.
So here's the thing, like, there's such a disparity between like Johnny Depp playing music. I don't know if people are aware of this, and they're probably not because he's so bad. Kiefer Sutherland has a band called the Kiefer Sutherland Band. And can
I stop you again? I'm sorry. But I don't feel good. So it's all over the place. But Drew Mayfield writes, Johnny Depp's girlfriend took a grumpy in his bed.
Dude, she rocks. Can you imagine her squatting there? By the way, there's a fetish for that. There would be guys wanking watching that. Her squatting with a turd coming out of her.
All right, Ron. Jesus, Rob, why? Couldn't you just keep it at she made a grumpy in his bed? Hot. That's hilarious.
It's kind of hot.
You wish you could write something that funny. Drew rules. Drew, you want to do this live stream with me? Oh, sorry, Ron. You're still on camera with me. All right, go ahead, Ron. Your Kiefer Sutherland story.
So the Kiefer Sutherland Band is playing at Irving Plaza, which is a fucking major music venue in New York City, which is like 2 blocks down from Pete's Tavern.
You and your Google Maps. Where is it, Ron? 2 blocks from where?
Right off of Union Square.
Okay, that's good.
Right, Union Square. Union Square is Irving Plaza, dude. It's one of the premier music venues in New York City.
We only have an hour every morning. So why don't you just give details?
Long story short,
where all these places are.
Long story short. By the way, I think that was David Bowie's last performance with Black Star before he died. Was at Irving Plaza, bro. And then they had the tribute there.
Black Star.
So Irving Plaza is a major. So
okay,
the Kiefer Sutherland Band. All of a sudden, there's Kiefer Sutherland walking up the street with his band, and going. There's got to be 100 people, close to 100 people sitting outside. It's a beautiful day. The cafe, the sidewalk cafe.
Oh yeah.
And they're trying to give the fucking tickets away. No one bought tickets for his show that night. And he's like, hey, I'm Kiefer Sutherland. We're playing tonight at Irving Plaza. Here's a couple of free tickets. Everyone's like, no, thank you. Can't make it. I didn't see anyone take a ticket. The whole band went around like they were trying to sell candy for their basketball team. No one wanted a ticket. Do you hear crickets? Hey, I'm going to piss you off more.
I'm not mad, though, today.
No, I'm not. I thought it was great. It was a
very
interesting
story,
what I just said.
It was a great story.
I'm going to piss you off more.
But I'm not pissed off at all. Nothing has pissed me off today.
No, you're always pissed off. You're always a little pissed off. That's part of your charm.
I'm not always pissed off.
A little bit. All right, get ready to get pissed off even more.
Yeah, guess what I heard this morning today besides me? Go ahead.
Guess what I heard today?
What?
You're not going to like it. Netflix just announced two brand new podcasts. I can't. I heard. Wait, 2? Pete Davidson is getting a podcast on Netflix, and Michael Irving. That was just announced on news, breaking news.
Well, Michael Irving is hilarious. They're both hilarious, to be honest with you. It just drives me nuts that the podcasting world's being hijacked by big names. There are great podcasts out there, but when Netflix announced that they were going to bring podcasts to Netflix, I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people out there, not me, we're not there yet, but a lot of people were excited. They're like, holy shit, my podcast does millions of downloads a week and this and that, but I've had success. They were waiting by the phone for Netflix to call. Netflix has no interest. They want big fucking names. They don't care if you're good at podcasting. They want a big name doing the podcast. Pete Davidson has never done a podcast. Will it be successful? I think it will be, sure. Michael Irving has never done a podcast, but he's a very good personality. But the fact is, they're shutting everybody out that have been grinding away at this podcasting world for many, many years. And that's why the Amy Poehler thing pisses me off.
I think Michael Irvin did had a podcast with other people, like a sports podcast, and he does that ESPN sports show.
Him and Stephen A. Smith. Hold on. Because I used to watch him and Stephen A. Smith were great together, and then Michael Irvin can't behave, so the ESPN has to keep taking him off the air.
Now, what do you mean behave? Give me an example.
I don't know the latest one.
He's got the ghetto in him.
He can't behave. His personality is such that he can't behave, and him and Stephen A. Smith together were great. I'm not going to lie to you, and I don't like Stephen A. Smith. He's a pompous a-hole.
I don't like him.
He's a pompous a-hole. He's never played a sport in his life. He tries to say he has, but he hasn't.
And his fucking hairline annoys me.
Know who's great on ESPN is my old friend Mad Dog. Oh my God, I can't get enough of him. I can't get enough of him. He's Opie, the best.
I think at one point he was doing every Wednesday on the Stephen A. Smith show.
Yeah, I think he's still doing that.
He's the best part of the show.
But Mad Dog, the difference between Mad Dog and Stephen A. Smith, when Mad Dog goes off on his rants, you can see that Stephen A. Smith is jealous because the attention is off him. It's so obvious. But with the difference with Mad Dog and Stephen A. Smith, Mad Dog very knowledgeable on sports, but doesn't take himself seriously and is not a pompous a-hole.
No. Yeah. His knowledge is incredible, and he's so charismatic. And dude, when he goes on his rants, it's mesmerizing.
They're hilarious.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because the Michael Irving signing with Netflix story is huge, all the other news stories about Michael Irving that aren't that good are like, I got to search now. But the issue with Michael Irving is he cannot behave. He can't behave. So Netflix eventually will have to yank him. It couldn't be more obvious.
Yeah, but can't you like say what you kind of want on Netflix? Isn't like, you know what I mean? I've talked about this. I worked for big, huge corporations. They don't have morality. They don't give a shit about morality. They act like they have morality. So when you get into a sticky situation, they fire you to go, oh, this behavior, but they don't care about that. They care that it's going to hurt the bottom line. So they fire you and make believe they have morals. None of these companies have morals. But if you're in a hotel room doing crazy ass shit and it becomes a news story, they got to get rid of you because it might hurt the profits. Let me ask you a question. Because you know him.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to do the podcast from his basement in his fucking house. Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Is Pete? I don't know. Can he pull this off? He doesn't have this type of experience. He's going to be doing it in his basement.
Yeah, he absolutely can. But I think what happens with a lot of these guys, and I'm not saying Pete Davidson particularly, but this is a fucking grind, Ron. And if you're a big Hollywood guy, you're like, oh my God, this is real work. Look, trust me, people have real jobs out there. So I don't even think this is real work. But when you compare a Hollywood guy to guys like myself and other old school radio guys, especially, this is a fucking grind.
Can I just say one thing just to give perspective on what you're saying?
Yeah.
When we do this, I mean, we're doing this Monday through Friday, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, which means like I have to like be very careful how I kind of plan my day. And like, if I do drink, it's literally like 2 beers, 3 beers at the most.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm going to bed at 10 at night, but I'm getting up at 4 a.m. and I'm prepping for a solid fucking hour to an hour and a half. Like, I have pages of notes every fucking show. Yeah. Dude, I'm putting an hour and a half of homework in. That's grinding. And then you have the pressure after the show. Now you got to come up with another show. You have to come up with another hour to hour and a half of material.
Right.
That's grinding.
God, Ron, you're like you're a veteran, man. It's a pleasure working with you because you bring so much fucking content. You're writing me all day long, and it's a pleasure. But you know, I think Netflix with Pete Davidson and Michael Irving, I think those guys, They ain't gonna do 50 episodes a year. So they'll pull it off. They probably have to do, I would say, 10, 12 episodes. And then they get to take 3 to 6 months off and then do another 10 or 12.
All right, here's my other question.
Yeah.
Big names, they're going to Netflix. What do you think they're offering Pete Davidson for a deal like that? Millions?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, really?
Fuck
you think it's in the millions?
Yes.
That's
motivation what's so right there, infuriating. But whatever. I mean, good for Pete Davidson, old friend of mine. Kind of disappointed that as soon as he had like insane fame, he blew me off. I'm a little bummed at that. And still know the same people. I tell this same fucking bullshit every time, but I run into some of the people we both know, and they always say Pete says hi, and I'm like, well, tell Pete to call me.
Hey,
I'm kind of bummed. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was doing the last version of my show on SiriusXM a lot, and he really, really enjoyed it. And then he got insanely famous. He became an A-lister. I don't give a shit if you're a A-lister, a C-lister, or just a dude on the street. If you're my friend, you idiot.
Yeah.
But with that, I wish him nothing but the best, and he will be good at it.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Like, I know you were doing a lot with Guy Fieri, right?
Fieri, right.
Are you friends with him? Does he, like, if you reach out to him, does he reach out to you?
I was thinking, 100%.
Oh, okay. Dude, I just saw him.
We text each other on, I'll probably text him 3 or 4 times a year, and it gets right back to me. And if I call him, he picks up immediately.
I just sent you a video of him on somebody's podcast.
I think
it was
kind of funny. Bert's podcast, I think. I didn't click on it. Yeah.
Okay, so I found, this is just recent. There's a video of Guy Fieri on Bert Kreischer's podcast, of course, no shirt on. And Guy Fieri's giving Bert Kreischer rapid fire, those rapid fire questions you have to answer immediately.
Yeah.
It's funny because one of the questions was, what would you rather give up? If you had to give up one thing.
Yeah.
If you had to give up one thing, and it had to be one thing.
Yeah.
What would it be? Your wife or beer? And he wouldn't answer the question.
Yeah. Bert, in my humble opinion, is a raging alcoholic. And if you bring up his drinking, he gets so fucking mad.
This is funny because
so mad if you bring up his drinking. How bad do you need a drink, Bert? Do you need it that bad? Do you need your little baba? Oh my God. You know how many I have the inside scoop on a lot of that shit. You know how many comedians are like, yo, Bert, you might wanna slow down, Bert. And he gets hot under the collar. Do not bring up drinking with Bert Kreischer. Oh, good God, no. That's a red line for him.
Wait, have you done that? Did you have personal experience with this?
I just know shit.
Okay. Yeah.
I just know shit.
Yeah.
I know there's a bunch of comedians, a bunch of his friends that are very concerned, but if you bring it up, he will fight you. He will fight you. He needs his booze.
He was talking about on the podcast, essentially, he was talking about tequila, how it was like healthy and like a few shots of tequila before the gym. I was like, no, that means you're an alcoholic and you need the tequila. You need alcohol to feel good. No, you don't do a couple shots and then go work out, bro.
Alcoholics in general that will fight you over their consumption. Whatever, do whatever you want. Who gives a crap?
It was really telling because Guy Fieri is asking him rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
And I'll say this about Bert Kreischer. Dude, he was answering them without any
hesitation.
pause.
Yeah.
Like super quick response. So that's a talent. That's a comic. He's successful for a reason. Hold on, I had another thought. Damn it. So anyways, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Like Guy Fieri would say, what's your favorite color? Blue. Like that, like literally that quick, right?
Right. How long is this video? Is it worth playing? Because now it's how long is it?
Play it a little bit.
No, I don't want to play it at all. All right, I'll play it.
The part where it comes with
mayor of Flavortown.
I thought I would jump in and come at you with some hard-hitting questions I need you to quickly respond to. If you could tickle anyone, who would it be?
Shaquille O'Neal.
What is your stripper name?
Romeo.
If you had to give up sex or beer for 1 year, which would it be? If you had to start on a professional sports team and play...
Don't bring up the alcohol.
Is
rapid fire responses
to you? And that's not even a comedian doing a bit. That was like, wow, I got to think about this. And the other thing, the laughing in the videos, it's a little too much.
By the way, who's that guy? Who's that fucking idiot laughing?
I don't know.
It looks like Henry Rollins, honestly.
I don't know. I mean, they're crushing it, so good for them. But
can I say one more thing before I forget?
God,
I had a friend recently.
Have to drink all the time. It drives me nuts. Have you ever had an alcoholic in your life, Ron? They will try to ruin your life. How bad do you need your drink? Oh, my God.
Are you talking about one of your parents?
No, my parents. No, I'm not even going to say who I was. We all could. So many of us could relate. Let's just put it that way. No, my parents. No. My mom, because of her mental stuff, my mom was scared to have. It doesn't matter. But no.
Hey, but listen, statistically. By the way, hold on. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
7, 8, 9.
Are you serious? No, seriously. How many?
7, 8, 9.
Okay, so statistically,
officially, there's 7 of us, but we always were bringing another kid. So people are like, oh, that's funny, but how many did you have? No, seriously, 7, 8, 9. We brought in my sister's best friend because her father was getting remarried, and the father said, no, not the father. Sorry, the new wife said it's either me or her. And the father picked the new wife over his own daughter. So she needed a place to stay. So she started living with us. And she was basically introduced to us like as another sister. And she did have red hair. So she kind of fit in. So that's where 7, 8, 9 comes from.
My father picked a stepmother over me, and I had to go live with another family.
Yeah. So you can relate to this shit.
I lived it.
Right.
I had to go, dude, the stepmother, the evil stepmother, who forced me to live in the fucking attic.
Right.
I ran away. I was so desperate, and I had a nervous habit of blinking. It was just a post-traumatic stress disorder. Right. I ran away to Boston. I ran away to where my mother was. She found me in the street, sent me back the next day.
Yeah.
When I came back, the evil stepmother said to my father, it's either me or him. What do you want to do?
Right.
So I was out. I went to live with another family.
That pisses me off. Now, I just want to say, because over the years, I've always told the bad stories about my mom because I really thought it made better radio, better podcasting, better live streaming. But my mom had a definite, really good heart and felt insanely bad for this person. I don't want to say her name, and brought her in like, no, you live with us now. We will take care of you. We will provide for you. But the story goes, the father picked his new wife over her, and she was cool as fuck. I think she came to us when she was about, I don't remember as much anymore. It's a million years ago, but I think she was around 14, 15. That's a terrible age for your father to say, go beat it, go live somewhere else. Because I want to get in that poo-ha.
I was in 7th grade. So how old's that when I fucking had to move?
12.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
13, I guess.
Dude, it's traumatic, dude. Dude, I just remember just like, what is going on? You're just so lost. You don't even know what the fuck.
It's terrible. And people do this stuff and think nothing of it.
Yeah. I remember my father picking me up at the bus station because my mother put me back on the bus from Boston back to Concord, New Hampshire after I tried to run away. My father picked me up at the bus station in Concord, New Hampshire, drove us immediately to a diner to get breakfast. And I'm like, I can't fucking eat. And while we're having breakfast, he says, so you're going to be living with the Barkers. And I just remember exploding with like crying uncontrollably. You know, when
of course.
Just little kid crying. My father, hey, you're making a scene. Eat your eggs, you'll feel better. I'm like, but when I was told at that point, you're going to live with another family. I'm like, what? It's just crazy.
And then that person doesn't treat you well. You ended up living in the right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was after you lived in the attic. That's right. You had to live with that other family. And
then I lived with that other family
and the guy, don't say it, Ron. The guy had some.
Let me put it to you this way.
Oh God, you never put it.
He was the director of the Boys and Girls.
Okay, enough, Ron.
So people, now you understand.
Enough. We know. We could
figure it out, people.
No, we could. Trust me. Enough. I would love, bro. We got to get on another platform where we could just speak openly. Maybe someone could help me find a better platform because I can't. Protecting the live stream every day is a nightmare.
So my original question was asking you how many brothers and sisters you have. You said your parents didn't drink, they didn't do drugs. However, statistically, there has to be someone in your brothers and sisters who had issues with drugs or alcohol. You're telling me nobody? That statistically really doesn't happen.
I swear to you, Ron.
Really?
And this is the God's honest truth. There is 7 of us, and none of us have an issue. And I think it comes down to this, if you want to know the truth. My mom was so strict and so scary that she would probably end us if we started any of that stuff. I couldn't come home with a buzz. When everybody else was experimenting, to come home with a buzz. Oh my, just the thought that what would have happened to me if she caught that. And I think for whatever reason, that's why none of us have an issue. I mean, none of us.
See, that doesn't make sense to me.
I know.
Because
it's like I'm talking to my therapist right now, because you're right. You would think it would be the other way.
Once you get out of the house and then you start experimenting with all this stuff and you start, I would think later on when you get out of the house is when you start developing alcohol and drug habits. And none of your brothers and sisters had an issue. It's really remarkable.
You know what, Ron? So I'm back in therapy because my mom dying it turned me upside down. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doing better, but it turned me upside down. I had to go back into therapy, and I'm going to bring that up in therapy. Yes, I'm going to bring it up in therapy and see what she says as a professional, because I'm actually interested in this, because my thought was always she was so strict and so scary. I mean, I got to admit something today. My mom was so scary that as a kid, I was convinced if something went wrong in my house that she would end my life. I lived that way growing up. She was so scary, and I believed that she would do something insane if things got too crazy. It never happened.
Just to you or to any of your brothers and sisters?
I would say any of us, but I'm speaking for myself. So I believe she was capable of flying off the handle to a point where I would no longer be here. And I had to live with that growing up. I had to live with that.
So does any of your brothers and sisters feel the same way that you feel, or they don't have that experience at all?
I've never asked them about it, but I would say yes.
You never talked about this with your
bro. You're an only child,
right?
When you're brought up in a toxic environment like this, that's really scary and intense. Guess what? We don't like talking about it.
That makes no sense to me. You didn't say to your brother, "Yo, I think Mom's really gonna kill me." Like, honestly, really?
No,
that never came up. Hey, I think Mom's gonna fucking kill me.
We didn't talk about it. Ron. Know what we do when we get together? We find the humor in all of it. We don't talk about it.
So how come you didn't become a stand-up comic?
Well, because you need jokes to do that.
I think it's a very interesting question what I asked, and I'd be very interested.
No, I'm going to bring it up
to hear what your therapist says. By the way, I never did drugs or alcohol until I got out of college. And then when I finally was out of all of that, I experimented. I went crazy. I was like, oh my God, I feel so good. I don't feel depressed anymore. Is this what feeling good feels like?
Look, it's, when you're brought up in a strict environment, the other side of that, I wasn't allowed to do anything. We really weren't allowed to have girlfriends even. It was whatever. So when I went to college, I went wild. That's what happens when you bring up a strict kid, kid in a strict way. They're going to get it out eventually. And in my case, I went to Geneseo and I was wild and had to figure all that out. I had to figure it all out, Ron. I'm like, why am I so wild? And then I calmed down. It took a few years, but I calmed down. Hey,
yeah.
Oh, go.
No, this is why I'm just fascinated, because a lot of times when you grow up in that very oppressive environment and then you get out of it, you do go to drugs and alcohol as an escape mechanism to cope with the trauma. And none of you did it.
No.
You should be in the circus. You're fucking freaks.
I'm telling you,
Unicorn.
I'm telling you, no.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Or maybe your brothers and sisters did and they never told you, or you never found out.
No, I'm sure they had their moments like anybody else, but you're talking about an actual problem. And I'm telling you, none of them have any problems whatsoever as far as that stuff goes.
Wow.
I know. And I'm going to bring it up because I always thought it was for the fact that my mom was so strict, but I'm going to ask and I'll have an answer for you.
No.
All right, listen, I got to go, Ron. Ron Berman Comedy on all the socials, but I want to end with this. So, my fake sister that my mom brought in?
Yeah.
Because her father picked the new wife over her?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you how that ended?
No.
So, I don't know. She was living with us for 3 or 4 years, and we bonded with her. And at times, she truly felt like another sister, part of the family. One day, I could see it like it happened yesterday. I'm in the kitchen. A white pickup truck pulls up. She's in the kitchen crying her eyes out. And she's hugging all of us, basically saying, I gotta go because I can't take this shit anymore. And she hugged me, and I never saw her again.
Can't take what anymore? Your mother?
My mom. But she hugged me, and I never saw her again.
So this was 3 years later?
Yeah, she was at this point probably 18. And her boyfriend, she threw all her shit in the back of a white pickup, and I watched her take the right turn out of my driveway, and I never saw her again.
Did you see what was the interaction like between your mother and her?
And I never saw her again. That's the out, Ron. That was the out for the fucking live stream. And I never saw her again.